Fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger, yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
Very nice to meet you, mate. I thought you might have been good enough and not good enough to come out. Started treatment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tormore Reserve for today's Eastland Division 1 Reserves EFNL Grand Final between Mitcham and Wantirna South. We begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. We extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. Would you now please be upstanding and join with the players, coaches and the umpires for the Australian National Anthem.
And it is a warm welcome to everyone here from Tormore Reserve in Baronia, where we have the Division 1 Reserves Grand Final of 2022, Mitcham versus Wantirna South. I am Jared Beanland, and joining me today in the van is Trent Callan. Trent, how are you?
No, I'm very well, thanks, Jared. It's good to be here. It's a sort of a springy day outside, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So two heavyweights of the Division 1 Reserves competition coming up against each other here. Definitely the best team throughout the season has been Mitcham. They've had 16 wins on the season. They only had to win the one final to get here, while Wantirna South have been battling all the way through, coming from third position. Do you think there's going to be an upset on the cards today, or do you reckon Mitcham will take the chocolates in the end?
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting. I'm sure we'll find out. Time will tell, won't we?
Indeed.
But no, Wantirna South have done well to get to this position, so I wouldn't put it past them. And you can, as we know in grand finals, you can throw it at the ladder. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, exactly. As we've seen, I mean, like your call last week with Warrandyte versus Waverley Blues, went down to the absolute wire. Anything can happen on grand final day, indeed. So just a recap of that Wantirna South finals campaign. They lost to Montrose in the first week of the finals, had the double chance luckily enough, then won against Croydon in the semi and came up against Montrose once again, got their revenge, and are here today against Mitcham, who, as I said, have only needed to play the one final to get this far due to finishing top of the ladder. We've also got a little bit of information about the goal kickers as well. McIntyre, the main goal kicker for Wanty South, 47 goals for the season. A bit more of a spread for Mitcham, hasn't it been?
Yeah, it has. They've got the likes of Sam Kugel, Zach Hazeldine and Brody Jarvis all combining there, so multiple avenues to go.
Indeed. So it looks like we're about to be underway, and it'll be Trent Callan to start us off in quarter one.
So Div 1 Reserves Grand Final, the ball's tossed aloft, getting the hit out there. That was Steele. Forward the way of Mitcham. They're kicking to the right of screen. Dispossessed, that was Wantirna South. There's Benny Joseph turning tackler for the first time today. He's pulled up the long socks, number 7. Good smother there. Ricochets all the way back to Ross, and then Steele again. The big ruckman hacks it forward. The ball's in dispute at centre forward. The way of Mitcham, and bodies pile on. Stacks on style.
So we're at centre half forward here. Umpire to throw the ball aloft. The big ruckman Mark Denny's for Wantirna South goes up, knocks it down. It's kicked off the deck, picked up there by Ross. He kicks it inside forward 50. It was a high ball, and Mark taken there for Mitcham. They're going to go forward again. So it's looking interesting here for Mitcham. It's a tumbling ball. Good tackle laid. That's got to be holding the ball. And it is. Well done. Good forward pressure there by Mitcham. And the free kick is going to go the way of the Tigers here. We'll see who it is in just 1 second. It is Kugel, Sam Kugel, 38 goals on the season for this man. He's played a couple of seniors games, I think, for the Tigers, as he trots in to try and put the first goal on the board for the Tigers. He starts it right, but it comes back, and the Tigers get off to a good start here.
No, it's a good nerve settler there for Mitcham. Not sure what Sturtridge was doing. Was in two minds.
Unfortunate.
Way too slow.
Unfortunate, wasn't it? There was a bit of indecision there in the back line for Wantirna South. Not something that they can afford to see much of today, as Mitcham are sharpshooters.
So back in the setup, Tormore Reserve. It's the Tigers drawing first blood. Ball's tossed high again. This time the Devils win the hit out and they win the clearance, although fumbled at the crucial moment. It just invites Mitcham to go to work. They hack it forward. That was McArdle, a high up and under, outer wing side. Standing underneath it, Greg was getting involved. He tries to burst clear and draws it in the back free. Quick to head back on his mark. Just surveys the scene ahead. Heads to the hot spot now. There's a lead on, although cutting in between that. That was Ross. It was floating in between. Courage shown. We'll have a ball up, 40 out from home. The Devils' first look, inside forward 50. Players converge at ground level and then it's hacked forward. to the hot spot. Devils are there and off a step with a flying shot off target. That was Gleeson. Hot chance goes begging there, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. So good to see Wantirna South getting it forward and having a bit of a shot at goal there. So to take the kick in here for Mitcham, full back, goes for a bit of a jog, sends it up towards the flank. They fly. Getting the ball away there was Steele, but it was roved off his handball by Gerloff, not Geldof. The mark was intercepted. The kick was intercepted there by Mitcham in the back line. And with the bleach blonde hair there was Daniel Johnson with the long sleeves. Kicking it down towards the wing. Good tackle laid. He's not letting go there, is he? But it's just going to be a ball up. There was a good tackle by Billy Stingle. So out on the outer wing, quite a fair way from us. Denny's goes up, couldn't tap it down to any Wantirna South players, so tackle was laid there by Figamali. Mitcham still retained the ball, however. Holloway got the handball away, and that was a high kick, now marked by Stingle. That was well done, Billy Stingle. Stood his ground. He's going to look inside forward 50 here for the Tigers, and a good intercept mark taken there in the back line. Wantirna South now switching up the play. Oh, that was a dangerous kick across goal. Oh, the mark wasn't taken, but the opportunity was not quite there by Benjamin Joseph as he sprayed it to the left. So Mitcham 1-1-7, Wantirna South just the one behind, 4.5 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Geez, Gator Boy, he'd want that back.
Is that the nickname? Yeah, he had back in the day.
So with the kick-out duties, Wantirna South head to the far side. The numbers converge. The ruckman used his body well to good effect. The ball's on the deck now. Greg's there in pitch up, trying to spin out, and they work it out by hand. Do the Devils in the direction of Blanche, who just tries to paddle it to his own advantage, and will have a stoppage. In front of the signage board, 60 out from the Tigers' home. They've had the majority of the play. Two rucks go at it again. Steele wins the hit out, palms it down to no real advantage, and from the same spot it'll be thrown in. So it's Steele v Dens in the ruck. They go at it again, hacked forward again. That might have been McArdle, and the Devils just slap it out of there. They're defending grimly at the moment. Getting involved once more. Stingel again just manufactures a ball into the corridor. Devils have the numbers at ground level, although sharking it away was Mitcham. Tucked up against the boundary line, he's pinned. Holding the ball, good run down tackle. And the Devils can exit now.
I've been impressed by the work of Billy Stingle. He's done well so far for the Tigers. And the intercept mark taken there for Mitcham. That was McArdle who's done that. He's going to go forward inside 50, kicks it towards the pack. The Flyers will go up. No mark taken. The intercept was attempted by Wantirna South. Good tackle laid there by Jarvis. And it looks like it's going to be a ball up. Dangerous spot here. Mitcham could take advantage. Denny's gets the tap behind him, but it only goes as far as Jarvis, who was taken high. And he'll go back and see if he can kick the second goal for Mitcham as they look to press their advantage. They've had most of the play in their forward line, the Tigers. And Jarvis has been a good part of that so far. In the long sleeves, he's kicked 24 goals this year. Brody Jarvis trots in to get the second of the grand final. And he's done it. Mitcham off to a good start here. 7 minutes gone. They're up 2-1-13 to Wantirna South. Just the one behind.
Fast start here from Mitcham. They've come out hungry. First at the footy, and they were rewarded on that occasion. And Jarvis it was, putting his head in the hole and lined that one up from a 45-degree angle. That's their second major of the day. They've got a nice little buffer here at Tormore Reserve. So back in the centre now for Steele to contest with Barnard for the first time today. Steele wins the hit out, straight down the path of his teammate. They can slap this one forward. The line might beat Jarvis to the footy, although Wantirna South do, and he turns tackler. It'll be thrown in 40 out from home. Crowd slowly but surely building here. Tormore Reserve, where the 19s do battle before this, with East Ringwood winning out over Montrose. So 2 rucks go at it again. Ball finds itself on the deck. There's Ross on his hands and knees. Claimed was his teammate. Fair few numbers converging on that outer wing side, and it'll be tossed up again.
Up it goes again. Big Matty Barnard gets the tap down, and it's going to be a bit of a car crash there as Jarvis goes over and the ball goes over the line. Another throw in there out by the 50. Steele versus Barnard in the ruck again. Barnard gets a tap down. Stingle was there, roved there by Mitcham, and the intercept mark taken well in the back line at Wantirna South once more. So they'll clear. Short chipping ball. Oh, it wasn't great there to Gerloff. He couldn't do much with it. He got it in the end to Noy, and now the kick for Wanty South was pretty ineffective. They're going at it again, however. And the kick across the ground was a safe one, and it went to Jared Riley in the long sleeves. So he's going to go down the line and a little wider still. No mark taken there. And onto it, Mitcham once more. So the kick comes down the line. It's got to Blanche. He held the handball a little bit. He nearly got it to a teammate there, but it's just shuffled over the line there. There's a 67 out there who I don't think is on our team sheet there for Mitcham, unfortunately. But we'll see how he go. So ball in, just in the pocket there in Mitcham's forward 50. To 113 to just the one behind Mitcham versus Wantirna South. So no real clear possession just yet. Now the hat kick out there by Wantirna South. No target hit. Up goes Stone, got a handball inboard. That was well done. And now to Greg. And Greg kicks a high one. It's a 2-on-1 situation. It goes out the back of them. And the mark was taken safely there by Daniel Johnson. He's going to switch the ball up quickly for Mitcham. They want to go on this outer side. It was Jared Moore there who got it down to the wing. Now Blanche on the wing. Gets the kick. There's a low spearing ball. It hit Jarvis pretty well. And now his ball inside 50s. The Flyers go up. And the mark's been taken by Barnard. And Wantirna South will repel once more.
So through Barnard, head to the numbers broadcast side. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Trying to pick it up off his bootlaces. That was Gleeson. And bodies crash in on top with Howe circling. And so is the umpire, and he'll ball up. So it'll be tossed up again right in front of us here. With 2 rucks to contest. And wrapped up immediately.
I think
it was Carney.
I think the major difference in this game has really just been ball movement and efficiency of inside 50s. Most of the play has been with Mitcham in that regard. Anyway, so off we go again with Gerloff. Gets the kick towards centre half forward. No mark taken, just bounces off the chest there. He picks it up, however, gets it out to Bridges. Couldn't take the handball clearly. And, well, there was a turnover there briefly, but Wantirna South recover it through Carney. Mark taken in the forward 50 there for Wanty South. That was well done, and I think it's Jack Graffin who did it. Indeed it is. So this to get an important score on the board for Wanty South, just to make sure they're still within touch of Mitcham. Knee strapped. As he comes in, Graffin, and he's kicked it. The Wanty South faithfuls behind the goals applaud that. And Jack Graffin kick Wantirna South the important first goal of the grand final. There 1-1-7 to Mitcham at 2-1-13. 12 minutes gone in this first quarter.
It's important for Wantirna South to make the most of their entries inside 50. They've been limited so far. The 2 scoring shots there helping bridge the gap. So back in the centre of Tormore Reserve, it's Messenger in the ruck with Barnard. Palms it down to his Devils teammate who slaps it to the advantage of Gerloff, who off a step just hacks it forward, and Howe in best position. Front spot, can drive a long one down the line. Back from whence it came, running over the top of it. That was Moore, just clean bowled him. There's a high free kick picked out here, and they'll point the way of the Tigers. Through McArdle it might be.
It is indeed.
So David McArdle can just pop this one short on the 45 to Holloway, who's in two minds, and then just rushes the ball forward. His teammate spilt what he should have taken. That was Lucas. They work it out by hand. Moore getting involved again to the hot spot and taking a low down mark was the Devils to intercept.
Wantirna South have been defending pretty well. They've had a few intercept marks in this first quarter. That rebound 50 didn't quite come off in a mark, but it will. That was well roved there by Zach Stone. You've got a centering ball now. Carney says to slow it down. He's looking for options. Just gets the kick away there to Jordan Dale. Bit of a safe one as they're trying to build from back 50, something that they haven't done particularly well so far, Wantirna South. And once again, it comes unstuck. Unfortunately, intercept mark taken this time by Mitcham. So back it goes. And good mark taken out there, this time by Milne, Lachlan Milne. Gets a low ball towards the pocket. It was a spearing one. Still too far out to score Mitcham, so they're going to just try and switch it around, go around the arc a little bit. Wex now gets it inside 50. It's a long one, and another intercept mark taken, this time by Sturtridge. Had a bit of a nervy start, Sturtridge. Caught holding the ball. That resulted in Mitcham's first goal, but this time he gets it away through a couple of teammates now. Ben Gerloff searching for options. It's a tense, tight one here at the moment. Good one-on-one situation there. No mark taken by Gleeson, and Barnard, along with, that's McArdle, see it over the line for a boundary throw-in on this near side here at Tormore Reserve.
Just a little shout out to Nath McEwen. He's Mitcham affiliated, watching from the UK as we speak.
I played with him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
McArdle now back to the footy. He's dumped. A good tackle. And players fly the flag for him. So he's one of millions of listeners, I assume. So centre half forward, the way of the Devils. It's just thrown out. No real effect. And Mitcham, in fact, it'll go the way of the Devils. So a couple of throws there. The ladder was picked out.
It looks like it's going to be Figamali.
Glad you said it.
Yep. I probably said it wrong, but, you know. Someone had to say it.
Number 68.
Brave.
They call for it in the hot spot. He lowers the eyes. Howe in good marking shape. Just bounced off his chest and then just dribbles it out of defensive 50. Geez, a throw or something. Not sure what you call that. Finds Gator by foot anyway. So in front of the Mitcham bench, he can bite off a dangerous ball inboard. It'll work out. It's a good right foot ball to find Caulfield. They can stretch this Tormore Reserve. Outer wing side. Shallow entry inside 50. It'll bounce on the half volley for the Devils. And spinning out of traffic well was Dale. Just hacks it out of there. Mitcham have the numbers at ground level. Although the fumble will invite the pressure. We'll have another stoppage. 60 out from home, Jared.
So it's been a bit of a tense one here. No goals scored in the past few minutes. So tap down. Getting it through was Greg. That was well done. Well roved indeed. High kick towards the wing. No mark taken down there. Gathered now by Johnson. Gets the handball away. Caulfield just has to work for it a little bit. Trying to find some space. Now back to Johnson, and they're going to go back to safety here. And the mark's been taken by Howe, I think it was. Out on the outer side now. Oh, Barnard's going to have to go some here. He does, and he wins a... Oh, no, he gives away the holding the man free kick. And is it going to be 25? Yes, indeed it is. So unfortunate there for Wantirna South. They had a 2-on-1 situation and just gave it up a little bit. So Mitcham, the free kick has been given to Jared Moore on the wing here. Goes a short kick, and it was a pretty poor kick as well. Turned over, giving him the step there, Wantirna South, and a good kick down the line, marked by Gleeson. And that's going to be 25. This time the other way, this time to Wantirna South.
So a couple of uncharacteristic undisciplined free kicks.
Indeed. So Callum Gleeson gets it off to Gerloff, and a kick, centering ball inside 50. He's going to have to work for it, Graffin, but Mitcham will try and come away with it. Now through McArdle, holds the handball a little bit, delayed it, now to Frost. Frost kicks it down the line, and they're going forward with purpose here now, Mitcham. Good mark taken, now a kick inboard, now mark taken by Val. Vale gets it off, short ball inside forward 50. No mark taken. Spinning out of trouble was Milne, gets it off now to Ross. And Wantirna South turn it over once more. Greg's gonna have to work for it before it goes over the line. No, he gathers. That was good job. That was a good job there by Greg. Kicks it down the line, and a good juggling mark taken, or was it over the line or out in the full even. We'll see what the umpire says.
Juggled over, I think.
Juggled over by Jack Graffin, and we'll get a ball in on the wing on the outer side there.
It's been turnover city, hasn't it?
It has.
Last five or so minutes.
Bit of circle work.
Played between the arcs as we sit closer to a minute remaining in this first term. It's Mitcham 2-1-13 playing Wantirna South 1-1-7. Tight little arm wrestle. Both sides just feeling each other out at the moment. So true centre wing. Devils try and step through traffic. They work it out by hand. Through the corridor they go. Short ball. Spilt in the end, although he butters up his own work at ground level. Drives it home and off target.
Jordan Dale, that was. Unfortunate miss there.
It was an impressive effort to straighten up, and after spilling the mark.
Indeed it was. So, on the kick in here, Mitcham. I believe this is Daniel Johnson. Gets the kick away. And Wax takes the mark. Oh, no, he doesn't take the mark. He spills it. And over the line it goes. So, just a few seconds left in this in this first quarter. And just a ball in here. And that is it. So, first quarter done and dusted here. Mitcham 2-1-13, Wantirna South 1-2-8 in the Division 1 Grand Final, Reserves Grand Final here at Tormore Reserve in Baronia. We'll take a quick break and be back to you with the second quarter.
You little beauty! What a fantastic goal that was. They're within 5 points. The Croydon Footer. Late to the contest, that's Courage. Making the sandwich confident. Running goal by Christie from 40. He picked it up. They didn't seem to have the numbers of the marking contest, but Christie at the ground nicely. They'll be off here. Fletcher on the right move. Pick was smothered. Phil Zenamopper got the handball late back to Fletcher. Up towards the top of the goal square. That's a good answer. That's a hit that went straight down the throat of his love to. Just absolutely lock it in at the moment. He lopes in, kicks it on the left, and puts it straight over the goal umpire's head. 2 to Shalakas. Doncaster East get the answer that they were after. G. Batsanis must have ran 20 with the ball. Goal with Appleby. A quick kick around the corner from the pocket, wasting no time, and another goal for the Lions through the middle. And I'll just get confirmation of that. Find the target in Leach. Leach, Pong gets to the centre forward to the other Leach. Jordan to Jake, quick play on, goal square, mark with the play, and it's a mark to the Croydon Blues and the goal square.
Doing there, and I think you've seen the clear style of play that they want to do. They want to keep the ball out of Donny East's hands.
Croydon are on the Eastland scoreboard, 12 minutes into this grand final. Constantino, there was an absolute corker as well. Shalakas dropped what he should have taken. Handball over the top, and creatively done there. Jimmy Locke was in position A, just to take a gimme. Doncaster East.
The long ball, and Constantino nearly juggles his way to a mark under pressure.
Nice.
Who was standing at the top 3 goals for 2. They try to knock it forward from that contest. Whitling runs onto it, hand passes over the top. Shalakas, he's been in a lot. He kicks it towards Gordon. What a pass! It was right in front of his eyes, and he just had to put his hand
Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
That's on the DL.
Now it's time to go local for your footy. This is EFL Saturday. Let's jump straight into the warm-up.
Yes, the Eastland's match of the day, massive Division 1 EFNL Grand Final clash between East Ringwood and Moolbark out here at Tormore Reserve. The best two sides of the division all season. I'm Ryan Long, host of the pre-game show with Matt Fodier, Wayne Brash and Scott Hardy. Before we get into introductions, we've been luckily joined here by Brett Lavers, the Moolbark coach, the senior footy club coach. Brett, fantastic to be here. Congratulations on making it. How's the week been in the build-up to today's game?
No, thank you very much. It is an exciting week, that's for sure. I think our boys, they feel really privileged to have been given the opportunity to play here today, albeit we took the hard road. But now that we're here, you know, the week's been pretty fluent. You know, Tuesday, Thursday as normal. We've stuck to our routine, and yeah, we feel like we're ready to go.
Talk about that hard road, because obviously East Ringwood have a much different way to the grand final. They've only played the one game in the 3 weeks, whereas you really had to work hard after the loss to Mitcham to beat Montrose, and then again come here and knock off the Tigers before making it.
Welcome back to Tormore Reserve in Baronia. This is the Division 1 Reserves Grand Final. Mitcham versus Wantirna South. Currently, we're just about to end half-time. It's Mitcham up 3-6-24 to Wantirna South 3-2-20. It's been a close, tight tussle here, just 4 points the difference. And Mitcham, they've been the best side all year in the reserves. Wantirna South have had to really fight to get to this point, and they're making it worth it, aren't they, Trent?
They're making Mitcham earn every disposal, every goal. But set to get underway here.
Here we go. Take it away, Trent.
So the premiership caught up.
That's what they say.
Tormore Reserve in the centre now. Steele wins the hit out, rising over Barnard, although the Devils can win the clearance. Gerloff is there. Just slaps it into the path of Blanche, who gathers, and then with a tumble punt back to Gerloff. So a bit of kick to start. There's Carney low down, marking well.
And I felt if we could tidy a couple of those things up, we're going to give ourselves every opportunity. And to the boys' credit, in the third quarter, you know, we tidied up in a few areas we were deficient. And,
so onto the wing here. Taking the mark there was Ben Gerloff. And on the kick there. Calls to take the music off. And that gets a cheer, but getting another cheer here as well is Graffin, Jack Graffin, to take the mark inside 50 for Wantirna South, and he'll go back and try and slot his third. He's kicked one in each quarter here. He's been the most dangerous forward for Wantirna South, despite Sam McIntyre being the leading goal kicker for the year. Up goes Graffin to take the kick. Is it going to fade to the left? It is, unfortunately. And so nothing doing there. Just the one behind for Wantirna South. They move up to 3-3-21 to Mitcham 3-6-24 on the kick in here.
Going from one to the other. And this final series, like we're saying, it's been a bit of a
looks like, I think it's Dan Johnson to take the kick in.
Up against the wall in some of those games.
He finds Frost. Daniel to Daniel. Hard there against the pocket there. Oh, he gives him the step. No, he doesn't. That was absolutely unsuccessful. Stone was all over him, and he takes the free kick towards the goal square. His kick was a little bit rushed. He had a bit more time, and a push in the back as well has been drawn, and Wantirna South will take another free kick, and it's once more, it's Graffin. So he gets another shot at it here, Jack Graffin.
So we really struggled with rotations and been able to...
We'll go back and try and put Wanty South in front. Important kick. He's done well so far. As I said before, a goal in each of the quarters. And one early here, perhaps, for Wantirna South. No, he's pushed it left once again. Wasting opportunities now, Wanty South.
Just stabbed at it, didn't he? Yep. An awkward approach. Might have got too close to the man on the mark. It's a minor score nonetheless, and they sort of continue that narrative today. It's been an inaccurate day for both sides. Low scoring affair here at Tormore Reserve.
our footy club's been starved of success in
And
regards
Johnson,
to that.
I think, Jared,
we would
with the
love
kick-out
to,
duties for Mitcham
bring
again.
success back to our community and to our footy club if that's what it
Surveys
holds
the
today for
scene
us.
ahead, opts to lower the eyes and go short. It's sailed over the head of Steele. He can get it back on the ricochet, and he's in turn claimed as well. So on a stoppage on the arc of 50. Wantirna South pressing in this premiership quarter. Barnard slaps it forward, only as far as Holloway. Inside forward 50 now, Ross or Caulfield again.
Yeah, well,
I'll get those mixed up every time.
I feel that Eastland would have been the benchmark.
With the
along with
bleached
ourselves
blonde hair.
throughout the year. We feel we match up
Good
quite well
fist out of
against them.
bounds and it'll be thrown in.
We bring albeit a different brand of footy.
Front of a pack, Devils faithful.
It's an exciting brand of footy for the spectators.
Strung across that fence.
You know, the things
So
we
two
probably
rucks
need to
go
work
at it
on,
again. It squirts to the back. Caulfield goes off the deck. They cough it up.
I know
Off a step now, a high up and under to the teeth of goal. Mitcham
Hey,
have the numbers.
like we said, we focus
Good
on
representation at
positives.
ground level. Turning tackler, that was Gaffin. The umpire circles and plays a holding the ball free kick. That's as stiff as it gets.
That was against Messenger, Oscar Messenger there.
Let yourselves down and your other 21 teams.
So Graffin just pinned him down. And here's the result. Lining up for his second.
Third, actually.
Third it is, so straight in front. In fact, it was McIntyre. So McIntyre goals.
Oh, bad.
We've butchered that up in the commentary box here. The one thing I can say is that Wantirna South hit the front.
So Sam McIntyre, 47 goals for the season, now 48. Important player who needs to stand up here for Wantirna South if they're to get over the line against Mitcham, their main route to goal. As I said, 47 goals. The next highest goal scorer for Wantirna South has 10. So you can tell from just from that stat how important McIntyre has been all season for the Devils in the reserves. So Barnard versus Steele once again in the ruck. Bit of a 0-0 draw there, but it's come straight down for Mitcham. That was well done by Vale. Kicks it out in front of Milne there, trying to rove it. He's done well. Oh, good tackle there, laid by Jarvis. He gets it back. And looks like it's going to be a ball up. Bit of another 0-0 draw there. The two 56ers go at it. Anderson and Milne. So the tap comes from Barnard. No clear possession here until now. The handball was received by Goff. Now running down the field, just tackled as he kicked it there. The Wantirna South player running onto it. This is Messenger. Just gets a narrow kick, but it was intercepted. That was well done by Bridges. Bridges wheels around, turns inboard, inside forward 50, and it's Blanche to take a bit of an easy intercept mark there for the Tigers. Players on, goes a bit wider still. Out there on the flank, running down the wing. Now, the 67 that we've not been able to identify, unfortunately, but he turned it over. Gerloff gets a handball inboard, no clear possession there for Figamali. Blanche was tackled out of it. Wantirna South win it again. Good tackle there, laid on McNeely. And holding the ball free kick goes to Mitcham. Mitcham, get it inside forward 50. Bit of a...
We were a little shell-shocked in regards
bit of a...
to,
intercept mark there taken by... intercept possession there taken by Wantirna South. Kicks it towards centre-half forward. Wantirna South going forward again. Mitcham tackling there. That was a good tackle laid. I think it's Messenger once more who's been busy in this first quarter and will have a ball up.
So Messenger it was in the long sleeve. It's a good look. The rucks go at it again. Just palm down to the path of Caulfield for Mitcham, who dives back on top of the footy. Shovels it back to his teammate. Put him under immediate pressure. Carney again. Figamili wrapped up and dispossessed. There's Blanche. Can try and pick it up off his bootlaces and he's caught high, putting his head in the hole. And he'll draw the free kick well.
The best two sides, and all, no disrespect to Mitcham, but it certainly has been East Springwood and Moolbark as the leaders. I mean, we said it, I think probably at round 15, 16, we said it's those two, and then there's quite a gap between the rest of the sides. And Mitcham had a really good finals performance, but we do have the two best sides here today.
I think we have been very lucky so far in the final series, because in essence, Bulbury, I think this weekend is saying the Premier Division isn't important, but this weekend is the two grand finals that
So,
we as the media
just rearranging the commentary
such a long time from
position here. Mitcham can head inside forward 50. The pack flies, shove it out, collecting there was Gerloff.
For the EFNL again this weekend, to have the four best sides in the top three divisions playing off.
So we're out in the conditions here. We've
been kicked out of the box.
Moved from the shelter.
Yeah, and Scotty, like
into my umbrella.
Maybe we're a bit harsh on Rulebach.
Glad I'm in the puffer jacket as Ross
We didn't see, but we
collected Gerloff high.
Mitcham final where
It'll go the way of Devils with a free kick in their defensive arc.
Had some injuries and a bit of a...
In wheel and go and head to broadcast side. Mitcham have good representation in the air and at ground level. They collect through Steele, although he's collected in the process too. Wrapped up, and there's all sorts of appeals going on, and we'll have a stoppage.
And that's the thing, it's
So out in the elements, Jared.
Not the day for it either. I mean, I've caught on the boundary line with this sort of exposure. I've never commentated like this before. Another throw in here on this near side. It should be easy to see, but we've also got a bench in the way and a bunch of spectators. So up we go. Another wrestle there in the ruck, tap down there. That was well done by Plant. They go to ground, scrap there on the wing. And a clear possession there now, finally for Wantirna South. No, stopped by Mitcham. Trying to bustle and burst his way through there was Greg. And it looks like it's going to be another ball up. So currently, 9.5 minutes gone in the second quarter, the third quarter in fact here. Mitcham 3-6-24, Wantirna South 4-4-28. Up the line, picked up there by Gerloff, Ben, that is, and he tried to pass it to his brother. He just tapped it over the boundary line, and we'll get another ball in on this near side.
We've watched it, you know, at
I wish you had a picture of Jared there reading the scoreboard on his tippy toes.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the footy. Steele in the ruck again, contesting with Plant, who palms it down the throat of his teammate, who's wrapped up. Another stoppage. Broadcast side, they're wearing that patch of grass out there. Secondary ball up. Goes aloft now for Steele to go to work.
Guys like Jai Jordan and
There's Gerloff again, rising high and then claiming, and he's wrapped up.
I'm assuming that the Gerloff boys are brothers. Probably shouldn't, but probably a safe assumption.
So another stoppage. Steele again. That was nice. Down to the path of McNeely. It was claimed, and then there's a whistle. Holding free, going the way of the Devils. Claiming possession there, that was Noy. He's got options further afield.
We do have a bit of a new perspective on this game now. We're a little bit closer to it.
So the fist there came from Moore. Didn't gain any sort of meterage, and he's wrapped up on the Eastland logo. So true centre wing side. Steele again. Plant got the better of him down the throat of McIntyre. A long way from home, slaps it forward. Running onto it there, Bridges collects, tries to turn back into traffic. Gerloff, his kick forward was smothered by Caulfield, and Mitcham can run the gauntlet. He hit a wall, did the Mitcham player, and it's slapped forward back from whence it came. Getting an unkind bounce there was Gleeson. Kick the kick. Pinball stuff. Thrown out of there. Gerloff can try and track it, along with Gator, who tried to pounce and was unable to collect it. And after all that, we'll have another stoppage that'll be thrown in right in front of us, Jared.
It's back where it started with very little result. So here we go again. Back into the ruck. Steele gets the tap down. Fulton was there, wrapped up by Scott Gerloff this time. And up we go again with the heckles from the boundary line. I'm sure you heard that. So here we go again. Fulton scripts it up. Straight to a Wantirna South player, however. Kicks it down. And it was Gleeson there against Messenger. Couldn't do anything with it. Once again, another ball in. And unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm tall enough to see this over the heads of the spectators. You might have to take this one, Trent.
So she's a 4-point ball game in favour of Wantirna South. Slap forward in their direction. Running onto it was the Tigers' defence, and then losing his footing. That was more.
Oh.
He was clobbered in the process.
Barnard just came in and whacked him.
Barnard it was. No free kick at all. There's Caulfield, tried to trap it on the half volley. Wantirna South have the numbers. Good representation at centre half forward, and missing his boot there was Gleeson. And he's pinged. So the tackle came from Mitcham defender. He can fan it wide to Howe in the long sleeve. Racks up another uncontested possession. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Fighting for it, Mitcham at ground level. Carney getting involved.
It was a good diving effort there by Fulton. He seems to have come to life a little bit in this second half.
Dalen Carney been one of the Devils' best. It's fair to say this afternoon. So 13.5 minutes played. She's a 4-point ball game, as I've said. It's hacked forward. Gator there, got an unkind bounce, tried to slap it to his teammate. Devils connects it with a dribbling ball out of defensive 50. Overrunning it though in the end. They've coughed it up, turnover. Although standing in the hole was the Devils defender. And with no monitor, we have no name.
Unfortunate, isn't it? So it was another good intercept mark there by Wantirna South. They've been good at that all day. So down the wing here, I think that's got to be Riley out there on the outer side. But his run was stifled, and it's going to be another ball in there. So, as we've said, 4 points the margin. Wantirna South up against what was arguably the best team in the division this year, Mitcham. Going to ground there was Bishop. And it's going to be a free kick now to Mitcham. Mitcham kick it inboard. Mark taken by Stone. Nope, that's not Stone, that's Moore. And his kick goes wider, but intercept mark taken now by Noy. Lockie Noy just surveying his options. Gets it out wide. Oh, near the good effort there. I think that's got to be Messenger. Well, it wasn't a good effort according to the umpire. It wasn't Messenger, it was Howell. And it was a free kick to Wantirna South.
It was an optimistic fist.
Yeah, it was. And so the free kick will be taken by Mitch Stone. Stone kicks it inboard. A really short kick, too short, says the umpire, to go off. His kick once again short. Or was it?
That was shorter.
It was shorter, but the umpire paid it.
It was half the distance.
So Lockie Gregg, fortunate there. So he looks inboard. The forwards set themselves. There's the pack. Oh, it was nearly a good mark taken. The only flyer there was a Mitcham player.
Daniel Wex it was.
Wex, indeed. And we'll get a ball up there in the pocket of Wanty South's forward line. A tap over the back, that was intelligent. Or would have been if it came off and Messenger was the only one there to read it. His kick was a hopeful one. One-on-one situation out there, crashing in. Skirmish on the wing will end with a ball up.
In fact, a free kick, Jared.
Oh, so it's a free kick, my bad.
So it'll go the way of the Devils. Greg marks inboard, then can go spread it wide on the 45 to Carney.
He's been good, Carney.
Wheels back off his mark, ignores an option short, instead points long, heads in that direction now. The big pack converges, the flyers are there. McIntyre sailed over his head, spilling it out wide. That was Messenger, and the boundary line was his friend, and he finds it well.
So it's still such a tense tussle. Very defensive game. Lots of intercept marking.
So a bit of a stalemate. Like Jared said, it's tapped over the head of Mitcham. They can run onto it now, though. Wrapped up well. That was Dale applying the tackle. And the clamps, it has to be said. Stopped him dead in his tracks there. So 30 out from home. Two rucks can battle it out again. Slap forward into the path of Mitcham. Running onto it. Moore's there. The handball was ill-directed. Missed him. He butters up again, does more. Tries to intercept at ground level. Diving on top of it there was another Mitcham player. And the numbers cause a stoppage.
So let's see if we can get something going here. Mitcham really need to go forward. Oh, great tackle there on Blanche. Got to be holding the ball. No, it's spilled free, and the umpire's going to take it for himself. Blanche taken completely unawares there by the Wanty South tackler. Tapped down by Steele. Rovers' own ball. Tackled, though. Get another ball up. The tackler there in that case was Patrick Bridges. Cloudy day here at Tormore Reserve, of course. Coming up later today, the East Ringwood versus Mooroolbark match, the Division 1 Grand Final. The two best teams in Division 1 going at it as Mitcham stream down the wing here in this reserves match. No mark taken there by Jarvis. He spilt it. Gets it to Grigg. And Grigg goes to Dale. Dale tried to find the runner on the outside, but he was already under pressure. Taken in the tackle and holding the ball. Mitcham want to hold it up and take their time with this. Free kick. So, he dummied with the kick, goes inboard, and it might be a good option there. Oh, the mark was spilt, however, by Kugel, and turnover. Wantirna South to go forward again. Mark taken by Graffin. Graffin already with the 3 goals. And then a good kick inboard. It went to Bridges, and Bridges' kick into the pocket was not marked. And it's going to be a ball in there just by the scoreboard, which reads Mitcham 3-6-24, Wantirna South 4-4-28 as we tick towards 3-quarter time. We said it was going to be the premiership quarter here. Doesn't look like it. No one's broken away yet, have they, Trent?
Floodgates yet to open. So 30 seconds left, this third term. A chance for one last score, you'd think. It's punched towards the boundary line and the paint will beat everyone. So in front of the EFNL logo there, the tent that'll be thrown in. Time will beat everyone here, you'd think. So wrapped up once more. In fact, there's time on, Jared, so...
There is time on? All right, so here we go. Here's the red time.
So Mitcham now can clear. That was McCardle, a long left football into the path of Gato, running onto it. He's got 2 to beat. He's got his hands full and the task is too much. They work it out through Sturtridge. Back to go forward now. And off a step.
Oh,
good mark's been taken there. That was Steele, it might have been. And he can head down the line. So they hug that paint. Find McCardle again, who's got Holloway on the overlap. Looks inboard. That's where the numbers are. Standing, Wex is there. The siren will beat him and any chance of a score. So how do you assess that third term, Jared?
Oh, it's such a tight, tense affair. It still is a bit of a chess match, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to seeing who can break it open or what desperation we'll see in this final quarter. Of course, it's Mitcham 3-6-24 to Wantirna South 4-4-28. Still just the 4-point margin here as we turn for 3-quarter time. Quickly, we'll go to Trent. Do you have the goal scorers? I have the goal scorers instead. It's Ben Joseph with the 1 for Mitcham, 1 to Kugel and 1 to Jarvis as well. And for Wantirna South, we've got 2 for Graffin, 1 to McIntyre and 1
AFL Victoria, with
Jordan
supportive
Dale.
leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we're strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
Shalaka's on the end of the hand pass, gets into goals and runs through the goals, and Donny Easter on the board. First goal on the 20 with the ball. Goal with Appleby. A quick kick around the corner from the pocket, wasting no time, and another goal for the Lions through the middle. And I'll just get confirmation of that. Finds the target in Lynch. Lynch gets to the centre forward to the other Lynch. Jordan to Jake, quick play on, goal square, mark
Nice,
play, and it's a mark to the Croydon Blues, and the goal square's
doing there. And I think you've seen the clear style of play that they want to do. They want to keep the ball out of Donny East's hands.
Croydon are on the Eastland scoreboard, 12 minutes into this grand final. Constantino,
It was an absolute corker as well. Shalakis dropped what he should have taken. Handball over the top and beautifully done there. Jimmy Locke was in position A just to take it. Jimmy, Doncaster East.
The long ball, and Constantino nearly juggles his way to a mark under pressure.
Nice.
Ficarelli, who was standing at the top of the goal square. It's felt Croydon's way. Ficarelli took the handpass and kicked the goal. 3 goals to 2. They try to knock it forward from that contest. Whitlick runs onto it, hand passes over the top. Shalakis, he's been in a lot. He kicks it towards Gordon. What a pass! It was right in front of his eyes, and he just had to put his hands in the way. He's kicked 21 goals this year. He's a great marker when the pressure's on Doncaster East. And from point blank range, he puts it through the middle, and that's a good break for Doncaster East before quarter time. They're 4
Across the ground has picked up quite a bit to probably about 2 goals.
Comes out to Phil, and who sets sail for goal from 50 metres. If you do not mind, it was a late inclusion into the side. The guy hasn't eaten it.
As Lynch claims it out of the middle, gets it back to the centre circle. Croydon got some runners. Britton's on the end of it. He charges inside 50 with his kick. Underneath it is beautiful mark to Clark. 2 grabs at it. No spoil came in.
That's in there. Got the handball away. They're under pressure. Phil was in their hands and knees. Managed to get up. Managed to get around. Oh, he couldn't put it through. He was already the top house leader. He would have been straight set.
On boundary side, he said, with probably a 2-goal advantage. But they've done well. And there is the siren. It's quarter time in Division 1 Grand Final for 2019. Doncaster East lead 5-4-34.
Matty Wilkins, the dual skipper who's missed so much of the season. A skipper goal is needed here. A skipper goal is what they get. The Croydon Blues on the Eastland score. No time though. He sets up a goal. He hasn't kicked many this year. But he's won one on Grand Final day. You little beauty. What a fantastic goal that was. They're within 5 points. The Croydon Booker
Late to the contest. That's Courage. Beating the sandwich off the deck. Running goal by Christie from 40. He picked it up. They didn't seem to have the numbers of the marking contest, but Christie at the ground.
nicely. They'll be off here. Fletcher on the right boot. Kick was smothered. Field and centre Mopper. Got the handle away back to Fletcher. Up towards the top of the goal square. That's a good answer. That's a kick that went straight down the throat of. He'd love to just absolutely lock it in at the moment. He lopes in, kicks it on the left, and puts it straight over the goal umpire's head. 2 to Shalakis. Doncaster East get the answer that they were after.
And we are back for the final quarter of the Division 1 Grand Final, the Reserves Grand Final. Mitcham versus Wantirna South. Currently it's Mitcham 3-6-24 to Wantirna South 4-4-28. We are outside. I have my stepladder. It's been a bit chaotic for us, hasn't it, Trent? But the final quarter is about to be underway. Mitcham haven't quite taken the opportunities that have been granted them. Unfortunately, they've been the best, as we've said all day, they've been the best team in the league this year. Wantirna South could have come here for a big, big upset if they continue this form. So we're about to get underway.
Testing.
Yep.
There we go.
Here we go. We're good to go. It's been a bit chaotic here. We've been kicked out of the box. We're on the street.
Still fiddling around with buttons.
Yep. Trent Callan to take away this final quarter.
So we turn for home here. Div 1 reserves footy. Back in the centre now of Tormore Reserve. Ball just bubbling about. Mitcham win out. The clearance, they hack it forward. There's a race on with Kugel leading that. Although the boundary line will beat them all. The opening few seconds here. We'll have a stoppage in front of the signage boards on the outer wing. So toss back into play now. Steele to contest again in front spot. Palms it down only as far as the Devils player is wrapped up legally, and then we'll have another ball up. So stoppage riddled start to this fourth term. It's do or die now. Blanche has it. Turns back around the corner. Ross with outstretched hands marks well. And a wave of runners streaming forward. Just heads for the hot spot. Running onto it there was Kugel again. Was surprised that he made it to the drop of the ball in the end. Then wrapped up. Might have been Jarvis.
It was a good effort by him, and I believe it was Jarvis. So back into play. Quick kick out of the centre there, out of the scrimmage there by Noy. Didn't really end up with much. So Mitcham get the kick back into the pocket, but it's out on the full by the looks of it there. Just in front of the marquee there. A bunch of Mitcham faithful watching their beloved reserves over there in the pocket.
Outnumbered, it has to be said.
It's very true. So up they go from that kick in from Wantirna South, but it's just fallen over the boundary line. It's a continuation of the tense theme, or the tense feeling of this match, isn't it? We've not had much of a breakaway so far. So the clearance comes from Mitcham, but the turnover as Gerloff goes down. He was tackled, passed it off to a Mitcham player, high ball, bit of a push in the back there, and McNeely will take the free kick in the back line for Wantirna South as they try and repel. It's a kick towards the pack. Figamali goes up, couldn't take the mark. Roves his own work, that was well done. Left foot ball down the line, that was a good job there. So handed in ball there to Grigg. The handball wasn't great. Grigg under pressure now, wrapped up. That was a good tackle there by Glanville, otherwise known as Danger. And now the umpire will take the ball out on the outer side, Trent.
So true centre wing. Steele to contest again. Blanche almost missed his boot. Was corralled by Greg. The ball on the deck now. We'll have a stoppage. The same spot. True centre wing side. The outer wing. Barnard again. Down the throat of his opponent.
Oh.
And then Tim Ross again. With a vice-like grip. Can wheel and go. Lowers the eyes. Through the hands of a leading Mitcham forward. He butters up again at ground level. And then turns tackler.
That was well done by Stengel. He featured a little bit in the first quarter, went out of the game, and has worked his way back into it now.
And they can work back into the lead of this game. Can Mitcham through Stengel. Approaches now with a measured stroll in, and Stengel makes amends. Mitcham in front.
That's an important goal there to start the final quarter. That'll probably put a little bit more of the swagger in Mitcham's step that they would have had throughout the year, being the top dogs. Maybe putting a bit more pressure now on Wantirna South. So back into the centre here to contest the ruck. Looks like it's going to be Barnard against Steele once more. Steele's contested well throughout the day. He's done yeoman's work so far. What do Wantirna South have to offer now? Now that the lead's been taken back away from them. Barnard offers a tackle. It's held to his opponent there. And that was Steele, of course. Up we go again. Steele gets the tap down. Who's going to rove it? Fulton was there, but the kick was, I think, Jarvis, who took that kick away. It was merely into space, though. Scooped up and roved by Joseph. His kick inside forward 50. Not marked, but it's going to spill out. Oh, Wantirna South, what can they do with it? Scooped up there. That was well done by Holloway. Just dribbled out of his hands, though. Good tackle, great pressure by Wantirna South in their back 50. And that pressure turns into a free kick. I think this is Anderson to take the free kick. He's stood up well all day. Wanty South with the kick there. Figamali went up, couldn't quite take the mark. And Mitcham to try and clear it away here. Oh, the bounce did not favour Mitcham at all. And spinning into and out of trouble was Bridges. He got the kick down, but it was not. Oh, that was a good slinging tackle. That was well done by Gleeson. And is it going to be a dangerous tackle?
There's a card coming.
Oh, there's a card. Wow. I would not have thought that was worth a card there for Callum Gleeson. He stands there in exasperation, absolutely not believing what he's seen. Off for 15 minutes in this grand final, and he might be out for the rest of the game, that means, since we've gone 6 minutes already in this quarter. So Mitcham to take the free kick. Barnard goes up, crashes the pack. Figamali was there as well. Little intelligent toe poke forward there for Mitcham. Barnard goes again, gets it out to a teammate there. It's now been shared with Plant. Plant just gets boot to ball. 2-on-1 situation there, collision caused. Running onto it now is Dale. He scoops it up, tackled immediately under pressure, gets the handball away to McIntyre. What can he do with it now? He was wrapped up as well, and will get a ball up inside Wanty South's forward 50. Bit of controversy there, Trent.
Caulfield, I think he's won that battle on McIntyre today.
Indeed.
Slap forward, Stone throws it on the boot. For the teeth of goal, there's a mark for Wantirna South. The all-important angle, and the umpire tells him to head to boundary side. The ball landed with Graffin. It's had a good day for the Devils. This to make it even better. He strolls in, and it's there.
What a goal.
Wantirna South back in front.
He did that with confidence there on the outside of the boot. And Graffin kicks his third.
It's been impressive. Graffin, right spot, right time there. This is shaping up to go down the wire, Jared.
It really is. We've had some tough, close grand finals so far. Obviously, notably the Waverley Blues one, Warrandyte one last week that you called with Will. Will nearly had a heart attack. I'm hoping I'm not going to fall off this this step that I'm on. So out of the centre is Greg. High ball towards a target there. It's Graffin again. Takes the mark on his chest. Wheels around. Little short chiseler. McIntyre's the target and he takes it. Sam McIntyre. He's been missing all day. As you said, Caulfield's done a good job on him so far. But now to line up and put his team further in front. This will open up a 10-point margin if he kicks true here, McIntyre. Tense, purposeful run-in. And it's a tumbler, an absolute shank. And he's kicked it out on the fall. So all that build-up for very little payoff.
So a bit of an anticlimax there for McIntyre. It's probably summed up his day.
There's still time yet for him.
So dangerous ball. It's a dicey one. And they've turned it over. Mitcham, Carney again, tries to sweep it to his teammate. He turns it over as well. Although it's all Devils at the fall. And with time...
Stamatakos.
There we go. Thanks, Jared. Finds his teammate on the outer wing side and he shares it with Gerloff, who can wheel and go now. Head this one inside 50. It's a shallow entry. 1-on-1 at the fall. And marking there is Graffin again. Standing tall in the last quarter. Graffin again grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck. And with a chance to extend the Devils' lead. Strolls in now, Graffin. It's a high ball. It's got the distance, and more importantly, the accuracy.
Big day for Graffin. We thought it would be McIntyre kicking the goals for Wanty South, but Graffin has stepped up and he's delivered. So 10-point margin here at Tormore Reserve. Mitcham, they've been on top all year. This will be a massive upset if they don't make a comeback within the next 10 or so minutes. Back into the centre, and it's Daniel Johnson to go up against Barnard. Tapped down there by Barnard. Straight out of the centre, the spinning McIntyre. He's gone into the centre to try and get himself into the game. So, at centre half forward for Wanty South, we've got another ball up. There was a stacks on there after the high ball clearance by McIntyre. Tapped down there by Barnard, straight down the throat of an opponent who's going to push it forward. And out there is Hazeldine. Haven't called his name much. He's been wrapped up. And another ball up. Mitcham are going to have to really force things forward. Wantirna South have been standing up all day in defence. Intercept marks galore down there. So another good ruck contest. They're really starting to get on top in the ruck here, Wanty South. But in this case, it's a holding the ball free kick. And I think it's Jarvis to take it. High ball towards the pocket. No mark taken there, but good effort there by Noy. And it's going to be a free kick. Wantirna South to take the free kick from defensive 50.
So the Devils can just milk this clock now. Still plenty of football left to play out, but it's on their terms at the moment. So they drive it down the line, and it'll dribble out. That was off the boot of Graffin again, I think. Long way from home if it was. So true centre wing. We tossed back into the field of play for the Rucks to contest again. It's been a fascinating battle. The tall timber Blanche drives it forward, slapping it in the direction of Dale. That was smart by his teammate. They can work it out, streaming down the far wing side. Carney again getting involved. The link in the chain by Foot. He marks and then measures the ball. Oh, it was over the head of Gerloff. Needed to be 7 foot tall. It's worked out in the end. Oh. And standing tall again. That was Graffin, it was. Unselfishly goes inboard to Gerloff with a chance to nail home another. And this is almost alarm bells ringing now for Mitcham fans.
Absolutely, it would be.
He's had a good day, Ben Gerloff.
Called his name a lot.
So Gerloff now, he's got it all ahead of him. Set shot kick is on its way, and it's off target. So they just can't quite put Mitcham away here.
Not just yet.
Searching for that nail in the coffin as Howe has it, Jared.
So Howe with a bit of a floater, and it's floated over the boundary line and out in the full, I believe. Indeed it has. So Wanty South to take the free kick. Too far out to score, of course. I think we taking a while to get the ball back. I believe we are. Looks like it's going to be Gerloff of the Scott variety to take this free kick as we're ticking closer and closer to the final siren. 13 minutes 40 gone in this quarter. Mitcham 4-6-30, Wantirna South 6-4-40 in the ascendancy now as they go forward once more. Hand pass out in front, this time of Stone. He wheels around in the pocket. Intercept ball there by Mitcham. Good punch away towards the boundary line. And they hold grimly, the Tigers. Their supremacy over this season of Division 1 reserves footy challenged here on the biggest day of all by Wantirna South. Another throw in, stacked on the mill. No free kick given either way. Another ball up. It's been a tense game all day, and it's been Wantirna South to break away. Tap down, Mitcham rove it. Kick forward again. 2-on-1 contest. Wantirna South with the advantage. But what can Danger do with it? It's a high kick. And I think it's out in the full again. So Mitcham just struggling to get it towards their forward 50 at the moment.
Making mistakes at the wrong times.
Absolutely, the pressure's getting to them. And I would have thought the pressure might have gotten to Wantirna South at the start of this quarter. High ball. Good punch away there by Messenger. But it's come to go off. Scott, that is. High, another high ball. Standing under it bravely was McIntyre. Couldn't do much with it, though. It bounced off his chest, and we'll have another ball up there.
So we've ticked under the 5-minute mark remaining here in this Div 1 Reserves Grand Final. Kugel's kick forward was smothered. It finds itself in the hands of Gator. And another smother again, the 1%ers for the Devils. Although it hasn't worked out on this occasion. Joseph drives it forward. The numbers converge. Getting involved there was Flynn. Haven't called his name a hell of a lot of times. Noy fumbled, put himself under pressure, although got it up with a good smother on Ross. And he'll create a stoppage in the process here. Was slow to get rid of it. There's been a whistle, player down. The efforts of Noy there. Kudos to him. They've stepped up when it mattered most, these Devils players. They've been the underdog outfit coming into this. Mitcham flag favourites. They're putting it up to them at the moment. So it'll be thrown in where the arc meets the line. Toss back into play. Big pack of numbers fly. Burst through the hands of Greg. Running onto it there. That was Bishop for the Devils. They fight for it along with Carney at ground level. You can throw a blanket over 20 of them. It's squirted out the way of Messenger, who can link up by hand with Wex. Drives it forward, going round the corner. The fist came from the Devils. Carney's kick forward was smothered. Pressure's hot in the kitchen at the moment. And Gerloff stands above the pack, fighting on the hands and knees. 30 out from Mitcham's home. This is their time to answer. There's Barnard again. Ross gathers, roving it well. He was met solidly. We'll have another ball up, Jared, as tensions flare.
I know, it's looking grim here for Mitcham, but they've got it down the right end. They tap it down, no clear clearance. Wantirna South just pushing all the numbers towards the stoppages and really clogging up any chance of Mitcham taking it away. And it looks like this might be, no, not 25. It's just the free kick here, going the way of Wantirna South.
Don't know where he picked that out from.
It's hard to tell, isn't it? So taking the free kick, I think is no, it's not Stamatakos. Sorry, teammate. It's his teammate there. In I think it was Dale. So they fly. The highest one was a Mitcham player. Couldn't get hands to it. Good tackle by Figamali. And it'll be another ball up. This is really playing into Wantirna South's hands, isn't it? I think Mitcham really crave the wide open spaces, but they're not finding them. Here we go again. Score crashing through the pack. That was well done by Vale. His kick only found fists. Picking it up there was Riley. Gets it out wider towards the boundary line. Probably what they want at this point, Wantirna South, is more and more stoppages. Running the clock down. 18.5 minutes gone. Yet another stoppage. Wantirna South up by 10. It's a ball in. Barnard versus Steele once more. Barnard gets the fist down. He's done well today. Fighting for it there, I believe, was Jarvis. Over the line once more.
Jeez, it's getting desperate here.
It is.
If you're a fan of the yellow and black. It's tossed back inside the field of play. Barnard again just slaps it to the line. No intention of keeping that one in. The appeals for deliberate go to no avail. They fall on deaf ears. So can't be long left here in this Div 1 Grand Final. Barnard again just slaps it to where the numbers aren't. There's been a free kick, a whistle's been paid, so Now play on. You heard the umpire. High up and under now. Oh. Devils had good representation at the fall, and bodies just crash in. They want a stoppage. Mitcham doing their best to prevent that, and then a rush ball outside of defensive 50 will trickle out once more.
Wantirna South have just kept the pressure on constantly in this final quarter, really not letting Mitcham breathe at all.
Barely giving them an inch at the moment. Barnard again, they've set up this time through Messenger for that fist. Caulfield again's pressured front on, dispossessed, and now Wantirna South can head inside forward 50. Howe backtracking. Geez, he spilt the mark, and it just invites Graffin to get to work. He's got Stone for company. Picks it up now, back inboard to Graffin. This is your grand final, big moment coming up. Stone again tries to step inside, and the boundary line will beat them all. She's a nervous high up and under from Sam Howe there. Manifodia's mate did not look comfortable under that one. It'll be tossed back inside the field of play. Off a step goes Steele to hack it out of there. Devils have the number. Gator running onto it, just pounced. Can link up with Blanche, just puts it into the path of him. The bounce did not favour him one bit, and Riley's there. Blanche again, doubled back. Gator can't get to the fall, and Gerloff marks, and Cramp setting in. As the final siren sounds, Wantirna South are your premiers for Division 1 Reserves footy.
We are the green and whites. We are the good old green and whites. We're the team that comes from miles around. We'll play them on our own or any ground. Some come to cheer us while others fear us because they're near us. We will always fight for victory. We are the good old green and whites.
And that's full time in the Division 1 Reserves Grand Final. The final score, Mitcham 4-6-30. Defeated by Wantirna South 6-4-40, a 10-point win. Wantirna fans, let's sing the song one more time. Presentation still to come.
We're the team that comes from miles around. We'll play them on our own or any ground. Some come to cheer us, while others fear us because they're near us. We will always fight for victory. We are the good old green and whites.
Today at Eastland, Lucy's trying on jeans for a momentous occasion. Coffee with the X. She needs jeans she can move in, because she's definitely moved on. Jeans that get a second look, that don't give any second chances. Jeans that say, oh yes, I have spent the last 8 months in a post-breakup juice cleansing kickbox and personal training frenzy. And it looks as though she's just found the perfect pair. Bravo, Lucy. For all of life's little moments, there's Eastland. Eastland.
Sprained your ankle bursting through the banner? Broke a finger high-fiving the ruckman? Or did you run into the goal post again? For bumps, breaks or bleeds, be seen sooner close to home at Knox Private 24/7 Emergency Department, the preferred provider of emergency care to the Eastern Football Netball League. You'll generally experience shorter wait times. You don't need private health, but there is an out-of-pocket fee. Be seen sooner close to home at Knox Private 24/7 Emergency Department, 262 Mountain Highway, Wantirna.
Running and jumping can be really painful for girls, especially in contact sport. Move Armour supports your breasts, minimises the bounce.
Small community clubs and vital emergency services. We have all the products and tech you expect from a big bank with... To go bank, feel good about who you bank with.
The gentlemen will get things underway in a couple of seconds.
Music.
Congratulations to both sides on a fantastic game, and commiserations to Mitcham on finishing as runners-up in the Division 1 Reserves 2022. I'd like to call on EFNL board member Kevin Smith to present both the Blue Ribbon Medal and today's Premiership medallions. The winner of the Blue Ribbon Medal from Wantirna South, number 27, Lockie Noy. All right, straight into the medals. Number 2, Lachlan Gregg. Number 7, Mitchell Plant. Number 10, Jared Riley. Number 15, Jake Stopinski. Number 16, Jordan Dale. 19, Matt Barnard. Number 20, Scott Gerloff. Number 24, Patrick Bridges. Number 27, the double dangler, Lockie Noy. Number 34, Mark Deans. Number 35, Ben Gerloff. Number 36, Mitchell Stone. Number 39, Nick McNeely. Number 40, Zach Stone. Number 42, Jack Graffin. Number 43, James Sturtridge. Number 45, Fletcher Leverett. Number 47, Callum Gleeson. Number 48, Jackson Stamakos. Number 49, Harry Woodman. Number 52, Dylan Smith. Number 54, Dalen Carney. Number 56, James Anderson. Number 57, Daniel Bishop. Number 59, Jordan Stamakos. Number 66, Jamie Lowe. Number 68, Sal Fegamali. The assistant coach, Nathan Palamara. The Premiership captain, number 12, Sam McIntyre. And the Premiership coach, Paul Payne.
Still in shock, so bear with me. First of all to Mitcham, been a great side all year. We knew to beat you guys we had to be at our best, and today we gave that, so well done to our boys. To you guys next year, I'm sure we'll be having some really tough tussles next year as well, so well done on your season this year, Mitcham, well done, thank you. To our club, everyone got behind us for the whole final series, especially to the coaches, Cockers and Torsey, who come down and helped me out when I was a nervous wreck and kept me reasonably calm. I want to thank you guys, you're a big part of this too. Really appreciate the effort. I don't know what else to say. Greatest feeling ever. Well done, boys, well deserved.
Division 1 reserves for 2022, Wantirna South.
We are the green and whites. We are the good old green and whites. hear us, while others fear us, because they're near us. We will always fight for victory. We are the good old green and whites.
I'll just name the 4 for each. Trent Giorgio in the back line. I've got Kane Noonan, I've got Jai Jordan, and I've got Austin Smith for Mooroolbark. Whilst for East Ringwood, I've got James Bearlow, Hannon Mundy, Trent Farmer, and Sam Lowson. Those 8 players will determine the destiny of who wins for their respective club this afternoon.
Yeah, look, I'm really looking forward. You guys did discuss it earlier in pre-game. The rucking duel, Hannon Mundy